onwards to pages 36, 37 and 38, 39. Slingshot Hunter. Hunting, one for the pot. The most controversial part of Slingshot World magazine, just as it is for the likes of the airgun magazines and all of the field sports ones. This is why a lot of us do it. Slingshot Hunter, on the mooch. In the glossary it says, mooching is going forth with a catapult, hoping to come home with one for the pot. So we did. Mooching, as we call it, is the unique term for catapult hunting. And before we go on, I want to repeat this from the editorial. Do please be aware that this magazine is also about hunting and might upset vegans and moral issue vegetarians. We take a humane and respectful approach to harvesting small game and pest control alike. That means a profound level of competence. Pete's airgun farm allows hunting only after he sees your accuracy, for example, and a respect for your quarry as well as your surroundings. Nothing is ever wasted. Squirrels, brackets, as sold by the Wild Meat Company, by the way, genuinely taste nutty, and their tails are used by local fly tyers. Also, the feathers of magpies and crows alike are in demand in country circles. But most of all, it is about one for the pot. The oldest restaurant in London, Rule's Chop House, 1798, is part of Lartington Estate that provides game all year round, season by season. Their website says, in today's health-conscious climate, game is increasingly considered a wholesome alternative to intensively bred domestic animals. It comes from lean, healthy, free-range animals, which are low in fat and cholesterol. Most wild game has 5% to 7% fat, whereas lamb has 25% and a piece of prime beef can contain as much as 45%. And whereas domestic meat and poultry tend to have a rather predictable taste, game offers a huge range of subtle flavours reflecting the varied diet of animals in the wild. Of course, sounds tasty, Ed. So the case for eating what you shoot is strong. In season and by permission. It does seem hard to find permission to mooch, but it can be done. On this page, we have Mr. Matt Redding. Take aim, hedgerow hunter, and 10mm leads. Matt won't use anything else ever. And he's high speed and he's devastating, as you can see here. The picture here says one squirrel less. We're on the correct side of the sign, by the way. Probably keep out. Trespassers will be prosecuted. What's up there? Rabbit pipe. Man's got a couple of bunnies, one over the front, one over the back of the shoulders. And here, taken last season. When we went out to do the video, we had to hide under a tree because it rained like hell. Rain shelter. I love this picture, though, the main shot. So the case for eating what you shoot is strong, in season and by permission. It does seem hard to find land with permission to mooch, but it can be done, and I know many who have. There is lots of advice out there. For now, issue 1 will leave it at, be polite, diplomatic, and take the issue of safety seriously when you ask. Yet the mooch is also about way more than food. It's about having a walk become an adventure as you take your slingshot with you. It's about slowing down to nature's pace, moving quietly and observing. It is about wildlife knowledge in such depth that you have mental target images of rabbits, pigeons, or game birds in all sorts of angles. The reality of what the HFT course is imitating. An HFT course cannot imitate the adrenaline and self-control of real hunting, though. That's a hunter field target. And yet, above all, it is also Shinrin Yoku, which is a fancy way of saying in Japanese, just being in a wood is good for your soul's health on a profound level. It translates as woodland bathing, and the magazine would be hopelessly incomplete without the hunting section. So I asked if I could tag along with the UK's most respected catapult hunter, the designer of the hedgerow hunter frame, Matt Redding. He took me to one of his permissions, and after weeks of sunshine and a mile from the road, the heavens opened. Cameras had to go into the removed game lining of Matt's bag, and we got soaked to the skin. But as the rain stopped and steam rose from the fields around us, a million tiny frogs and toads decided it was time to leave the lake next to the path, and were everywhere. It was wet, it was a worry for the cameras, and it was completely brilliant. All at once, like Angus say, fishing, not catching. This was mooching, not shopping. So here is the day in a few images, with some more taken by Matt's good lady of quarry he has harvested in the recent weeks, before I went to visit. Top chap.